Oh, dearie me, still trying to alter things. Good evening, everybody! Welcome back to SD Gaming. We are back with a vengeance. We're ready for a good stream tonight. Yes! Positive vibes. Right, so we think we discovered the technical issues. We had the stream on 1080p. We don't think the laptop could handle that sort of, power, or whatever, quality. Quality, that's the word. So we've knocked it down to 720p, and everything's looking a-okay at the moment. We've done a few test streams earlier to see how everything is, and yeah, it's all looking good at the moment. So, fingers crossed we have a good night's racing. So, tonight, we have, how many races? 5 races for you tonight. Each race will be dropped by 2 laps, so apologies, riders, I've only just told you this. I've been trying to get everything sorted. So, sprint race will now be 8 laps for Supersport, and a 12-lap feature race will be the same as Cadwell Park, and then Superbikes will be a 10-lap race 2 and a 14-lap race 3, and then it will be exactly the same for the Ducatis. I know, if you carry on whinging, I swear to God, I swear to Jesus, I will make it rain. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. Yes, so there you go. If you guys would, we are just trying, like I said, it's trial and error in Season 1, so we may try it again for the last round to see what's going to happen, but yeah, that's how we're going to play it. So we are brands this... Good man, Ash, good man. So we're at Brands this week, and then we go into a few-week break. I can tell you now, ladies and gents, the paddock is very busy at the moment. We'll tell you why in just a second. Set it to round 8. Thank you, Logan. Round 9, we'll go to Cadwell, the first of the showdown rounds. Then we've got Alton Park, Donington, and Brands Hatch to round out the season. Right, okay, so if you have any more issues like we have done recently, Ash has very kindly provided us with a wall and window. You know this by now. So yes, if things get a bit too much, we'll just go and say hello to that. Right then, so yes, we have got dry running tonight, lads, do not worry. We are bone dry tonight, absolutely bone dry. So let's kick these imposters out. And then we will crack on with this one. Hopefully we are going to have a better night tonight. The Superbike race was cut short yesterday, if you joined us for that. Yeah, unfortunately there was a technical issue. So, yes, the results, I will read those out to you when we get into Superbike action. But, Sean needs to get the grid up for Supersport. That is a good idea. That might help, might it, really? God, you cannot please you riders, can we? It's just impossible task. I do my best. That's all I'm saying. Right. Okay. So that's the right. I think it was Connor on pole. Oh, how did I guess? Right. Connor on the pole position. Then it was George PT. Then it was Scotty Too Hotty rounding out row number 1. There he is. Row 2, Liam. Then we had Ash and Vinny. Yep, then it was Neil, Guy, and we got Logan. Whereabouts is Jordan? Okay, so we haven't got Jordan or Aaron at the moment. They are a smidgen early, but we will get going in just a second. So hopefully, ladies and gents, there'll be no technical issues tonight. If there is, I will personally have a cry on stream, and I'm not afraid to do that. But yes, we have got silly season just a few hours away. Rider negotiations are going to be starting between teams and riders. No problem, Logan. Thank you, buddy. So we'll see who's going where. Now, next week, it'll be a week tomorrow at 7:30. We will be having a Season 2 preview show where we will be discussing all the latest, all the latest developments in Season 2. That will be from rider moves, livery reveals, etc. And we're also going to be having a rebrand for Season 2, so we will be telling you about that next week. There you go. Yes, so after this week, Jamie, we've got 2 weeks off. Well, hey! Oh, no, that's actually bad news. No, so yes, we have got 2 weeks off after this one, and then we are back 6th to the 8th of April, I do believe, even though the calendar's just been up and I can't remember it. Brilliant stuff. So yes, I think it's 6th to the 8th of April. We are back with round 8, and then that's a double header, and then it'll be every other week after that until the end of May. Woohoo! But don't fear, ladies and gents. Do not fear. We will be providing you with some action in between. Right, ladies and gents, I am going to get going with this one then. Let's see if we can get ahead and stay ahead. That is the plan. 8 laps of Ami Electric's British Supersport sprint race action is on the way next. And here we are then, ladies and gents, on a sunny day here at Bransing Hatchington, down here in sunny Kent for the sprint race here for Supersport. This is not looking positive. Thank you very much, Logan. Thank you for that one, buddy. So, we will see. Oh, no. I think I know who's getting kicked here. I think I know who's suffering technical issues. Okay, let's give it half an hour, and then we'll actually crack on with this one. Okie dokie. Jamie, if you get in all your sessions tonight, we'll discuss what we discussed the other night with how you're getting into the sessions, because that might help some people out, certainly like Ash and George. Yes, so Jamie has got a solution. If Jamie gets in both sessions tonight, we have found a solution for PlayStation players. So fingers crossed he does. And if so, Jamie's an absolute superstar. Right then, okay. So, here we go. Are we ready? Yes, good. Okay. 8 laps. The sun is shining, and there is no need for Connor to be taking the tiles off the commentary box roof. Are we ready then? 8 laps in the sunshine. Connor, George and Scott, your front row. Let's go. It is time for the sprint race here at Brands Hatch. Right, MSV are still, they're unbelievably apologetic why they've not put a plug on their whites. But hey ho, we will go with it. We will go with it then. 8 laps in the sunshine. Supersport action is underway, and that's a good start from George as we run down towards turn 1 then. Will it be George that takes the lead? It's close, it's close. Connor's hanging around the outside. Contact between the 2 APR Hondas, but Scott's going for the lead. He's gone from 3rd to 2nd. That is, oh no, he goes to the lead. Scott then is leading. Oh, George now retakes the position. Connor just trying to keep himself out of trouble. Contact there between Vinny and Neil by the looks of it, going into Graham Hill on that one. Into Surtees then, and it is Scott that's hammering George, but it's George that will hang on for now. Let's see the power of the Honda. They're down towards Hawthorne for the first time. Look at the drive that Scott gets down towards Hawthorne, and Scott is leading the race. Into Hawthorne then, a 3-way fight at the front. Guy's up to P4, good start from Guy. Logan in P5, Liam, Vinny and Neil there, bringing up the rear. Not sure what happened to Liam there, but he is towards the back. Down through Dingle Dell and in towards Sheen Curve then for the first time. It's Scott that's leading this one ahead of George and Connor. These guys haven't pulled away much because Guy is just over a second behind at the moment, but he's not too far away. Into the Clark Curve then they go on the first of 8 laps through the Clark Curve. Can Scott get his first win in Supersport? Well, we will see if that is possible. I'm sure he's had podiums, but not a win in the Academy. He has won in other series, and he is pulling away ever so slightly out front, 6/10 to the good. As they go on to lap 2, then down Paddock Hill and up towards Drew as they go on the second time. Asking Connors looking threatening as Scott runs a little bit wide. Oh, look at that. George ran wide, and Connor will take advantage. Up to P2. Good move that by the number 9. Right into Graham Hill Bend then. Let's see what Connor can do about Scott. It's Honda versus Honda in the battle for P1. George is not far away either. George is obviously right there on the MV Augusta. So we'll see what he can do then. Onto the Grand Prix circuit then goes Scott and Connor. Down towards Hawthorne then. Logan still holding a P5 at the moment. Guy isn't far behind either. Just managed to pull a bit of a gap. Oh, Scott's down at Hawthorne. Scott has tipped off the HPR machine. Good rejoin that from Scott. Well, that's promoted Connor Chameleon to the front. Connor now leads on the APR Honda. Into Sheet. Oh, he's blown it. Connor then has gone grass tracking and has given the position back to George. And look who's threatening on the power slide racing Suzuki. Number 83. Guy is hot on their heels at the moment. Into the Clark curve then. Tommy Hill and John Hopkins vibes. I'm getting that here in this one. Or even Ben Wilson and Alistair Seeley. Yeah, that's actually more appropriate. Over the line then they go to start lap 3. Look at the speed of the Honda with a bit of slipstream. And Connor will take it into Paddock Hill. George is going to hang it round the outside. Close. But no cigar. Up to Druids then. He's got to try and make a move on the Indy part of the circuit. Oh, he is doing. Gets the crowbar out and levers Connor aside. Good move that from George on the Ambi Electrics MV Augusta. Connor will not take that one line down into Graham Hill. But George keeps the position for the time being. Into 30s then they go on lap 3 of 8. This is where the Honda will have the advantage down the back straight into Hawthorne then. Let's see the power of the Honda with a bit of slipstream. Look at that. Connor blasts past George and Reed takes the lead. So George is going to have to play this one smart as he just clips the grass there on the inside at Hawthorne, and that's just given Connor a 6/10 advantage. Let's go for a rundown of the order quickly. Connor, George, Guy, Logan, Scott, Neil, Liam, who's made a mistake, and Vinny there, rounding out the runners and riders. Right, Connor has nailed Sheen Curve this time in towards Sterling's then. 2/10 up on this lap, so he is doing a good job. Personal best for Connor as he runs down towards the Clark curve. George is not letting him go though into the Clark curve. Connor has been on red hot form this weekend. Your championship leader coming into this round. Over the line then to start lap 4 of 8. Half race distance has begun. 1:24.7, that is a good lap from Connor, just stretching that advantage over George, and Guy is just closing ever so slightly on to the back of George. Into Druids then goes Connor. Nice, Connor just runs a bit wide there. George manages to hold a nice tight line through Druids into Graham Hill then. Got to be careful at Graham Hill, Ben. We saw in the practice sessions this weekend that the curb can catch you out if you're not careful. Looks like Logan has tipped off a bit further back. Oh, half a second is the gap out front. But let's go to a battle then between Scott and Neil. Ding, ding, ding. Round 2 from Cadwell then. They had a good scrap in the feature race over at Cadwell Park. Let's see whether the same will be repeated here. Then down the back straight then into Hawthorne. Neil then pulls out of the slipstream of the KRP Racing Yamaha, and he does take P4 from Scotty Too Hotty then. Neil's on wheels versus Scotty Too Hotty. There you go. Into Westfield then, and down through Dingledale into the Sheen Curve then. Where will Scott be able to make the move? Into Sheen Curve then. Will he have a look into Sterling's? Oh, he will. He'll have a look down the inside. Good racing from the pair of them, giving each other plenty of room. Good, fair racing from the pair of them down towards the Clark curve, and Liam is not too far behind. Coming into this round, it was Connor and Liam, your top 2 in the championship, with Scott not too far behind, so we'll see whether Scott can overhaul the advantage of Liam then here at Brands Hatch, and he does now take P4 into Paddock Hill, but he runs a bit wide. Neil will get the cut back up towards Druids and will retake P4. To go into Druids now. Liam is closing the gap down slightly. 1.1 seconds is the gap through Druids then and down towards Graham Hill Bend then. Nicely done from the pair of them. On the power up towards 30s, and this is great racing. Oh, round the outside, Scott. Through 30s then. Runs a bit wide. We'll see whether he can get the run down the back straight with a bit of slipstream. He had a go though, Joe. Fair play to him. Scott can be the Scottish Tommy Bridewell of the SDPG racing community. There we go. Into Westfield then. Go Scott and Neil. Good battle this between the pair of them. Down through. Oh, Sheen Curve and Scott has tipped off the HBR machine. Unlucky that for the Scotsman then, and that has just given Neil a sizable advantage there in P4. 1.2 seconds is the gap. Good run this from Guy on the Power Slide Racing Suzuki. Really has come of age so far this season. In Super Sport, he's been managing to hover around that podium everywhere we've been, really. He's done a fantastic job as Guy into turn number 1, Paddock Hill, down Paddock Hill and up towards Druids here will go. What has happened to George there? Mistake from the MV Augusta. And Guy is closing that gap then. Well, Connor, 4.6 seconds is the gap then out front. And it looks like Scott's made another mistake. He's down to P7. On lap 6 of 8, then onto the Grand Prix circuit then goes number 9 of Connor, the APR Racing Honda man. Really looking like a class act in Supersport at the moment. Very fast over the 1 lap and also very good in race trim. Through Hawthorne then he goes and up towards Westfield. Nicely done. George in the background. George is doing such a good job. Down through Dingledale into the Sheen curve for Connor, the APR Racing Honda doing a fantastic job. Neil has lost P4 to Liam then in the background. Let's go and have a look at this one through Dingledale they go. And Liam is indeed now up to P4. 2.6 seconds to close on Guy. It's going to be pretty difficult. Right into the clock curve then. Lap 7 of 8, the penultimate lap of the race then. It is Connor that is leading this one. 1:24.5. It's just ridiculous lap times. Yeah, so George did make a mistake on that lap. Good consistent run this from Guy, hovering around that mid 125 bracket in terms of lap times. That's really good pace from the number 83. Into Druids then, 5 seconds is the gap for Connor out front. Let's see if we've got any battles on circuit. Yes, we do. Logan and Scott then, Malton R5L Yamaha versus HPR Honda. Into Druids then for the penultimate time. We will keep an eye on the front runners on the timing tower at the left of the screen. Into Graham Hill then goes the pair of this. Scott's, he's making a move. Oh, look at that. Logan's not prepared to give that one up, is he? But Scott will take it into Surtees we go. Logan's not going to give it up. Bit of contact between the pair. This is hard racing from the pair of them. Whoa! Look at that. Whew, that was close. Oh, Logan's on the grass down towards Hawthorne then. Into Hawthorne they go. Scott backs out of the move. Through Hawthorne and across to Westfield then. Oh, look at that. Oh, Scott again. Thought about it, but backed out of the manoeuvre. Down through Dingledale. And into the Sheen curve then. Let's see whether Scott can make a move. Is he going to do it? Tommy Bridewell into Sterling's. He's thinking. Nope. Meanwhile, your race leader Connor then is on to his final lap. Down towards Clark curve then for these two. The battle for 6th will go all the way to the end. Look at that. Scott takes a tighter line and will get the better run through the Clark curve and will take P6. Let's see whether Logan can fight back. He will into Paddock Hill. Oh, he looks like he's overshot that one, and Scott will cut underneath. Logan then, as they run up towards Druid. Superbike riders, get yourselves ready. It is nearly time for your session, as these two are still scrapping. Into Graham Hill then they go. Meanwhile, your race leader is out the back end of the circuit, and he's going up towards Westfield now. We'll keep an eye on this one. Through Surtees then. Onto the Grand Prix circuit then down towards Hawthorne then. Meanwhile, your race leader Connor has done a fantastic job. Are you ready for a new graphic? Ladies and gents, everyone loves a new graphic. And let's see if we can remember to do this for every race. The checkered flag then is being readied for your race winner. Through the Clark curve then for the final time. It will be Connor that takes the win. The number 9 APR Honda takes another win here in Supersport. George will take a fantastic P2 on the road. Good run that from George. Guy takes P3 just ahead of Liam with Neil in P5. Scott there, is he going to take that P6? Through the Clark curve he will indeed. Scotty Too Hotty then will take P6 just ahead of Logan. Good race that from those guys, and Vinny will pull into the pits. I think he may be protesting. So there you go. That is all she wrote for Supersport then. Well, fair play. That was some great racing up and down the field, and it was Connor then that takes the win ahead of George, with Guy there in P3, Liam in 4th, Neil in P5, Scott in 6th, Logan in 7th, and Vinny rounding out the runners and riders in that one. Whew! 1 down, 4 to go. Are we ready for some more action, ladies and gents? Second Superbike race of the weekend then, about to rear its ugly head. I'll say that. About to show itself. Here we go then, let's get this one set up. Let's do... There we go. Okie dokie. Right. I think I've done that right. Of course you can, Charlie, mate. Everyone needs to go for a nervous loo break beforehand. Off you go, sunshine. We won't leave without you. Right, let's get the grid up, actually, yes, let's get the results up, actually. Yes, the race was cut short yesterday, ladies and gents, due to a technical issue. So, let's get... The lobby is now up for Superbike riders. So, let's just quickly set the weather and lighting. It is raining! Ah, joking. I swear I am going to get absolutely punched one of these days, but I'm not bothered, it's worth it. Right, so, your race results then from yesterday was taken at the end of lap 8. Jan's giving me the finger already. It's just nasty, that, isn't it? I think someone should tell him off. Right, so Brett took the win yesterday in the pouring rain, ahead of Charlie and Jamie was your top 3. Good to see Jamie out there and doing so well. Front row Joe managed to get a P4 ahead of Mason, Roth and Super Ted, rounding out the top 6, with Dylan, who had a very, very tricky afternoon's racing, was P7 ahead of Adam, Aaron and Jan. Right, Mason G joining us tonight. Good to see Mason out with us. Let's see what the Malted R5L Yamaha can do. Who are we missing? Is Joe in? No, he is now. And Mason Roth, lovely stuff. No problem at all. Right. Oh, let's keep the grid up. That might be a good idea, actually. Okay, let's get the grid set then for this one. No problem at all, Aaron. No worries, matey. Hopefully we'll see you out in the next one. I have seen your Instagram message, Aaron. I will respond to that when I get 2 minutes, buddy. Right, so it is... Speed fight. Where is Brett, actually? Oh, he's there. Going blind. Right, Evil Knievel. Where is he? P2. Jamie. Gamer or Jamie? P3. Sorry, Jamie. Didn't mean to do that, mate. Front row Joe in P4. Then Mason Roth. Oh, we've got an imposter. P5. Then it is Dylan there. We've got Adam. Then it's Aaron. Then Jan. Then Mason. Lovely. Right. Okay, so we'll just kick all these imposters out. Just like that. Right, are we ready for some frantic Superbike action? Of course we are. So they will be going over 10 laps, and it will be a titanic race. I am looking forward to this one. Yeah, so what happens, Jamie, is the result from the race before determines where you are on the grid for the next race. I think Jamie will be on pole for the next one. Mind you's got to beat Brett, and that's not easy. We'll see what Dylan can do as well. Right, okay, I'm going to stop waffling, and let's get on with the action then. It is time for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. Race number 2 of the weekend, 10 laps. On the way next. Hey up, cockers! Right then! Let's have it. Okay, tyre update then. Everyone on the grid has gone for a medium soft. That makes the job a hell of a lot easier. Right, let's crack on. Let's do this. 10 laps of the Brands Hatch GP circuit. And if anyone saw what Jamie said earlier about a PlayStation solution, it's clearly worked because he's in. Right, let's go. Woohoo! I'm ready for this. Right, who's going to win? One of them. Great answer. Okay then, let's contain the excitement. Not that we can. Right, here we go then. 10 laps of Brands Hatch GP circuit then. Who is going to make the start then? Brett, Charlie, or Jamie? Lights out, even though they were never on. And away we go. That looks like a good start, that from Jamie. Joe's also getting in there. So Super Ted. Oh, there's a bit of a collision there between Ted and Jamie. Oh, look at that look. Holy moly, Jamie's been pushed back through the pack. Joe's up to third. Mason Roth was up there as well. Oh, look at Joe. Oh, contact there. Oh, my goodness gracious. There was a bit of a collision there. I didn't quite. Oh, there was. Oh, my days. There's a Ted and Joe there made contact. That took out Mason G and a couple of others, I think, there. We will have a look at it. We will have a look at it, but I think that will be. Well, we'll have a look at it. Right. Out front already, keeping himself out of trouble, keeping his powder dry, is Brett, the number 52 on the CS Autos Ducati, is leading this one ahead of Super Ted with Dylan in P3. Mason Roth had a good start. He's overshot at Hawthorns, and that's given Charlie an opportunity to go up to P4. Jamie now up to P5 on the recovery run in P5. Jan in 6th, Mason Roth in 7th. Then we've got Joe, Mason G, Adam, and Aaron. I think there was a bit of dirt flying there in the background. It was Dylan that has hit the deck at Sheen Curve. Dylan has dropped the CS Autos Ducati. Oh, that is unbelievable for Yorkshire's top right, but we've got a race on out front. Let's keep an eye on this battle then for the lead then. It is Brett versus Super Ted on home soil. Jamie's up to third already. That is a good run that from Jamie. Great recovery ride on the opening lap. Who was that running a bit wide in the background? I think that was Jan. Oh, Mason Roth and Jan getting up close and personal at Paddock Hill. Super Ted's run wide. He's got to the car park to see all his fans. Down into Graham Hill. Not lost too much time there, has Ted. This is Ted's home round, so he'll be looking for a good result in this one. Brett is feeling confident for this race. Feels like a triple could be on the cards for the number 52. Runs a little bit wide, but that's okay. Just keep it on the circuit. Well, Jamie is hunting these two down. Keep an eye out for the number 86 as onto the Grand Prix circuit to go then. And it is Charlie still in P4. Good weekend so far from Evil Knievel. Number 24, Charlie, is doing a good job at the moment. Jan still in P5, just ahead of Mason Roth. Dylan now up to P7, just ahead of Joe and Mason G, with Adam there in P10 and Aaron in P11. Okay, let's just take a breather for a moment. Lap 2 of 10. And it is Ducati, Yamaha, Honda, BMW and Honda in the top 6. Oh, Ted's using the curbs there down towards the clock. Jamie is looking threatening here. He's looking good this weekend on the RD Racing Yamaha. It's good to see Jamie out on circuit. We've not seen too much of him this season. Dylan is fighting his way through the pack though, and we'll be closing on Mason Roth and Jan very, very shortly. Back out front then it is Brett then that has got an advantage, 1.1 seconds to the good. He has done such a fantastic job this season, ladies and gents. I can tell you, he has had 17 podiums out of 19 races. This is why he is leading the championship, and it is by 18 points coming into today over his teammate Yorkshire's top rank. And if things stay the way they are, Brett will extend that lead by quite a margin, but there is still a long, long way to go. Right, the battle for P2 then between the two Yamahas of Jamie and Ted. Ted's looking good here, not going to lie. So is Jamie. Jamie could really, if he can get past Ted, could he maybe even challenge Brett for the win? Well, we will see what happens as they go through Hawthorn then and into Westfield. Charlie still in P4. Got Jan just behind him. Dylan's making progress then. And oh, who was that down the background? That was front row Joe. Joe has hit the deck at Hawthorns then. Mason Roth and Dylan into Dingledale, through Dingledale and into Sheen Curve then. Oh, who's that running off the track? It was Charlie then. That's run off at Sheen's. Whoo! Okay. So, let's have a breather. Let's just have a breather. Let's take stock of where we are then as we go into lap 4. Brett is still leading this one then by a sizable margin. Whoa, Jamie's on the grass. Holy mother of God, that was... yeah, that looked a bit terrifying. Down through Paddock Hill then up towards Druids. They go on lap 4 of 10. Jamie's still not letting Ted go. as they go into Druids. Oh, Jamie just runs a tad wide, the number 86, but he will pull that back to a late apex. Right, Charlie then still in P4. Good run this from Jan. Not going to say anything too much, but he's doing a good job in P5. Dylan not far behind either. Let's see what happens there. Let's keep an eye on this battle, though, for P2. Whoa, this is good racing out front. This is what we love to see. Down the back straight then into Hawthorne goes Super Ted. Brett just up ahead, and Jamie has just lost a smidgen of time there. 6/10 is the gap between them at the moment. This is good racing. Oh, look at this battle in the background. Let's go back to this one as Dylan's trying to make a move on Jan. Is he? No, not quite on that occasion. Jan runs a little bit wide at Westfield. Dylan get the cut back down through Dingledale. Yes, he will. Oh, Jan's on the ground. Well held, Jan. Very good stuff, mate. Was that someone off in the background? Oh, it was. It was Mason Roth that has tipped off in the background. Look at that from Mason. Right, Dylan has now been set free onto the back of Charlie. Let's see whether the CS Autos Ducati can get past Charlie. I don't think he'll be able to close him on the top 3, but it's all important for the final race later on. They'll go over 14 laps later, so a good starting position is key. Down through Paddock Hill Bend then and up towards Druids. Dylan's looking good, has had the good pace all weekend. Just had a bit of bad luck yesterday with a technical problem with the Ducati. Meant a few issues. Well, of course, look at that. He's eaten up the time between himself and Charlie. SDPG Racing Honda then versus CS Autos Ducati into Surtees then they go. And well, will the Ducati have the grunt on the back straight? Oh, Charlie's made a bit of a mistake there over the curb and on the grass, side by side between the pair of them. He's run down towards Hawthorne now, and yes, Dylan will take P4. Or will he? Or will he? Oh, he's overshot it at Hawthorne, then he's on the grass. Whereabouts is Jan? And Dylan will have to redo all that work then. Unlucky that for Yorkshire's top rack. Right, back at the front then. Brett is still leading this one. 1.3 seconds to the good. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, we're here for the final round of the season. If you can have some good form round anywhere, Brands Hatch GP circuit is certainly the track to do it on. But we have still got a long way to go then as we go into lap 6 of 10 now. Jamie's all over the back of Ted as we go in towards Paddock Hill Bend on lap 6. Through Paddock Hill Bend then, and looks like Aaron's tipped off in the background there. Into Druids. Oh, Ted's run a bit wide. Will Jamie get... Oh, Jamie had a look. Backed out the move well into Graham Hill Bend then. RD Racing Yamaha versus Malted R5L Yamaha. Ted really could do with a good day today. He wants to keep himself in championship contention. Oh, Jamie's down the inside. Oh, this is getting close between the two Yamahas. I cannot watch this, which is bad for a commentator. Down towards Hawthorne then. What's happened between Jan and Dylan? Oh, what has happened to Dylan and Jan? Oh, Dylan's now dropped back down to P8. Oh, disaster for the CS Autos Ducati man. Meanwhile, Brett is just pulling out an advantage. Jamie is hot on the heels of Super Ted then through the Sheen curve. He's setting this one up by the looks of it into the Clark curve maybe. Down towards the Clark curve, right on board then with Jamie into the Clark curve. Oh, contact between the two Yamahas. Luckily they both just about keep it upright. As they flash past my commentary point now and into Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, again there's contact between the pair of them. Ted's doing a good job there, just holding his line and defending well. Oh, Jamie's had to try and back out that one. Oh, it's getting a bit... Oh, it's getting a bit close. Into Graham Hill Bend then for the 7th time of asking. Brett is doing such a good job here. Just holding that gap around at 2.5. What has happened then to Jan? Looks like he's dropped off the Eden Floor BMW. And Dylan now up to P6. Mason G up inside that top 5. Charlie still holding P4. Good run this from the SDPG Racing Honda, coming into some good form at the moment. Obviously got on the podium yesterday, good P2, and in that top 5, which is really good for Charlie. Meanwhile, back at the front, Jamie's on the grass through Dingledale, and Ted is just trying to close that gap down on Brett at the moment. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 seconds. The gap is just hovering around that. I don't know whether the Yamaha's just going to have enough to close the gap to Brett. I think good haul of points here for Ted is just what he needs. Same for Jamie, actually. Be interested to see how far up the pecking order he can get in the championship. Over the line then, they go. Start lap 8 of 10. Into Paddock Hill Bend then for the 8th time of asking. Well, I don't know whether Dylan will have enough to close the gap to Mason G, but the top of the championship, the gap will certainly be eking out between the two Ducatis. Into Druids then. Through Druids for Yorkshire's top rack number 1. Not been his race today, but he will get one more go at it a little bit later on in the schedule. Let's have a rundown of the order then. We've got Brett, Ted and Jamie, your top 3. Then it will be Charlie in P4, Mason G in P5, Dylan in 6th, Adam in 7th, Jan not too far behind in P8, Mason Roth in 9th, Joe in 10th, and Aaron rounding out the runners and riders. Then down through Dingledale goes Brett and into Sheen Curve. Thank you for that information, Scott. Jamie's got a 2/10 penalty as Ted's run off at Sheen Curve, and that allows Jamie then through up to P2. I just think it's going to be a little bit too late for these guys to think about attacking Brett. We'll see what happens in the last couple of laps then. On to lap 9 of 10, the penultimate lap of the second Superbike race of the weekend. And, well, it's going red. It will be CS Auto's Ducati double for Brett this weekend, if you can just keep it all together for the next 2 or 3 minutes. Through Druids then goes Jamie and Ted, the two Yamahas looking good here. Jamie's looked fast all weekend, so we'll see whether he can back it up in race 3. Obviously starting in P2 if things stayed the way they are. We'll see whether Jamie can fight for the win in the 3rd and final race of the weekend in a short while. Down the back straight then into Hawthorns for the penultimate time. Let's have a look, see if Dylan's closing on Mason G. He is slightly, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. 1.2 seconds is the gap, so I think Mason G might just be safe here in that P5. We'll see how things go in the latter stages of this one. Charlie's had a fantastic ride. SDPG Racing Honda doing a good job there in P4. His best result coming into this round was a P4 as he just runs off at Sheen Curve. Let's do a bit of motocross. Absolutely fine. Into Sterling's then goes Charlie. Down towards the clock curve. I can tell you now, Jamie is eating up the time on Brett out front. Well, he was until he made a slight mistake at the clock curve. Final lap then has been started by our front 3. And it is Brett then that is going to take the win here in the second race of the weekend. As they go into Druids now for the final time. Oh, that gap just dipped under a second. I reckon Jamie might have the fastest lap here. He has been eating up the miles and eating up that gap on Brett. But Ashby's finest has not cracked under the pressure. Don't want to jinx him here. But he's done a good job this race. Just kept his cool, hit his points, and has done a fabulous job then. Down towards Hawthorn then for the final time of asking. Brett runs slightly wide, but that's okay. Ted's got a resurgence of form, one last go, and Jamie maybe. Ooh, that's a new one. Down through Dingledale for the final time. A good podium finish for these lads is just what they need. Oh, yes, that is a good spot, that, George, actually. Jamie's rear tyre is rather worn out. But the checkered flag then is being readied for your top 3 then. Well, he was feeling confident. And Ashby's finest then. Brett has taken the double here at Brands Hatch. Jamie takes P2. Super Ted in P3. Good run that from Ted. Charlie on the back wheel in P4. Mason G will just about hang on to P5 ahead of Yorkshire's top rack in P6. Adam in 7th. Here comes the Italian stallion Gianluca through the clock curve. Over the line he goes and takes P8. Mason Roth in 9th. Joe in 10th. And Aaron will round out your runners and riders in the second Superbike race of the weekend. Whew! Well, what a race that was then, ladies and gents. Okay, and look who did. Look at the lap times between the front two. Seriously? Want to get any closer, you two? Whew! That was some brilliant racing that we just saw then, ladies and gents. And these are your results then. It is Brett, Jamie and Ted, your top three. With Charlie, another good run out in P4. Mason G on the back of the grid in P5. Dylan in 6th. Adam in 7th. Jan in 8th. Mason Roth in P9. Joe in 10th. And Aaron rounding out the runners and riders in that one. Right then, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm not going to do that. It is time for the feature race for Supersport. 12 laps of the Brands Hatch GP circuit in the pouring rain. I'm only joking. It's going to be a blizzard. Right then, let's get this one set up then. Not fancy a bit of a wet session, Aaron? It'll not tickle your peach, that one. Right then, Supersport riders, your lobby is now up, so get yourselves in and get yourselves ready for this one. It is raining. No, I'm joking. I'm only messing. No, I have said it's going to be dry today. So, right, let's get the grid order up then for Supersport. Let's see if I was professional and took a screenshot earlier. I don't know if I did. Please tell me I did. Well, it's going to make things a little bit difficult. Yes, I did, because I am a true professional. There we go. You know what they say about us? We're not professional, but cheap and available. There we go. Right. Good on you, Scott. I like that, mate. I like that. Right then. Oh, we have an imposter. Oh. Okie dokie, right. Let's get the grid order set up then for this one. Oh, Ted's milking his illness. He's actually perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with him. That's me in trouble later. Okay, so let's get Connor on the pole position. Then it'll be George. And where's Guy? Guy there in P3. Then it will be Liam in 4th. Neil in 5th. Ted looks worn out. Poor fella. Logan. Where's Logan? Not here at the moment. Then it'll be Vinny. Then it'll be Ash. Then it'll be Aaron. Sorted! Lovely. Right then. Oh. Getting a bit hungry now. Didn't have much of my tea. I was too busy prepping this. It's not good, really. It's not professional, really. Just got to make sure. I think what did I have? Meatballs and pasta. Yeah. No euphemism there. I promise. Right. Okay, we have an imposter. Fantastic. How are we doing for time, actually? Looking good on time. Looking good on time. Logan's here. Woohoo! So Logan was there. Well, okay. Right then. Are we ready to rock and roll? Yeah. Okay then. Are you ready? 12 laps, Supersport action. Ami Electric's British Supersport, then the feature race is on the way next. Okay, right, that break was a bit too brief. So let me just just have a quick drink. I'll be back with you. Okay. No, Jamie, what that was well calculated, mate. Right. Jamie, mate, you couldn't do me a big favour, could you, buddy? Could you just maybe copy and paste what you've put up in the chat, or just type out what you've actually done to get this to work, and we'll put that in the chat and we'll see if that helps, because it's clearly helped you. So we'll see if that can help the PlayStation players in the future. Fingers crossed it will. Fingers crossed it will. Right then, unfortunately, George is a no-show in this one. Technical issues for the MV. Thank you very much. Jamie, you are a star, my friend. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. Right, well, Ash has got a race. There we go. See, Jamie is a drunken genius. I like that. I'm not saying he's drunk now. That sounded really bad. Sorry, Jamie. Right, okay, let's go. 12 laps. Oh, the Electric's Breeze Super Sport then. Feature race. Let's have it. Well done, Brett. You did a good job there, mate, throwing off Lemsips. Fair play, buddy. Same again in maybe we should do it every weekend. Right then, okie dokie. The third race, no, second and final race of the weekend for Supersport is underway. Let's have a look then. Guy's got a great launch on the Suzuki, and it's going to take the whole shot into turn one. Look at that Logan there. Barges his way through a paddock hill. Holy smokes. Look at Neil. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, my goodness gracious. There was a humongous accident there. Half the field has gone down in that one. And I'm not exaggerating. Literally half the field has decked it. Whew. Okay. Well, we'll have a look into that. But whoa, look at Guy. Take two in one go, sunshine. Oh, look at this. Four abreast, anybody. Look at Ash. He's going for it. Ash is leading a race. Ash is leading a race. Oh, now Scott's leading. Holy moly. Now to run down towards Hawthorne then. On the three abreast into Hawthorne. This is not going to work. And well, is it? Fair play. Yes, it does. Here we go. Into Westfield then. Oh, Ash and Guy there get a little bit up close and personal. Through Dingledale they go on the first of 12 laps. Oh, Ash and Connor there make contact. Whew. Holy moly. Right, through Sterling's they go. On the opening lap then, Scotty Too Hotty is leading this one. He did have a spell at the front in the sprint race as Connor down the inside of Ash and takes the position up to P3. Scott did have his turn at the front in the first one, which was a mistake. Cost him in the latter stages of that one then. Through Paddock Hill Bend they're gonna go. Looks like Neil and Liam are having a battle. A bit further back as Guy now takes the lead. Excuse me, up to Druids then. Through Druids they go, and it is Guy that has just taken the lead from Scott. Obviously we saw Jordan in the feature race at Cadwell Park take the win, the first win for the Powerslide Racing team, and that is Connor now up to P2. Can Guy follow in his footsteps? Where has Guy gone? He's gone to the car park, and that has helped Connor and Scott back up to lead 1 and 2. Down towards Hawthorne then they go on the second time of Askin then. Whew, what a race we've got on our hands here, ladies and gents. Through into Westfield they go then on the second time of asking, and look at this. Whew, Scott will not let Connor go. Oh, he's gone wide though at Westfield. Down into Dingledale, into the Sheen Curve then. It is still Connor. Oh, guys, made a small mistake there by clipping the curve. Oh, look at that. Our Scottish Tommy Bridewell then. Whoa, Scott then makes a move at Sterling's. Will Guy make a move into the Clark Curve? No, he will not on this occasion. Meanwhile, Connor is just being let loose here. 1.1 seconds is the gap between Connor and Scott. Over the line they go. Start lap 3 of 12. Liam is closing the gap to the guys ahead of him. So can we have a double APR Honda podium? I'm sure Charlie will be hoping for that. Oh, Liam gets hit bit sideways through Paddock Hill Bend, and Connor is down. Connor has dropped the APR Honda then. So Scott now leads ahead of Guy, Ash, Connor and Liam, your top 5. The top 6 are covered by 3.1 seconds. Yeah, that's how we like it. That's how we like it. Right then. Scotty Too Hotty, HBR Honda is leading this one into Hawthorne. Here comes Ash. Ash is looking for a way past Guy. Not going to make that one stick on this occasion. I'm sure Ash will be desperate for a podium. And, well, he's certainly got the speed and the capabilities to do it. So let's see. Whoa, Scott's doing a headstand. Scott is doing a headstand out of Westfield. That was not called for. And, unfortunately, excuse me, Scott then has dropped a P6. Unlucky that for Scotty Too Hotty. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead. Ash is going to take the lead, everybody. Ash is going for the lead into the Clark curve. Guy's going to lean on him. Oh, that got a bit up close and personal. But Guy will run wide. Ash down the inside, gets the cut back side by side between the two Suzukis as they cross the line now. Start lap 4 of 12. And look who's lurking then. The number 9 of Connor is there. He's threatening. Up to Druitt and 3 abreast as he goes to Druitt. Connor's going to go for third to first. Not quite. Third to second. Oh, there's Archie Bargy. Ash now takes the lead. I cannot keep up and I'm going to lose my voice by the end of the race. Into Graham Hill then. Connor now takes the lead ahead of Ash, Guy, and then we've got Liam and Neil. Your top 5. All in close proximities. Oh, dear me. Oh, this isn't good for the throat. Right then, down to Hawthorne they go. On the 4th time of Askin then, and it is Connor then that has got the lead. Prone to a little slip off is Connor, so we'll see whether he can keep it rubber side down. Ash on for a podium at the moment. Head of, oh, wrong button. Head up, no, that's not Guy's name. Head of Guy, Liam and Neil, your top 5. They're all in close proximities. Look at that, the top 5 are covered by 1.7 seconds. Yes, love it. Oh, Guy down the inside of Sheen curve. Woohoo! Here we go. Into Sterling's then, number 34. Plays a number 83 versus number 44 versus number 88. Woohoo! Into the Clark curve then, we have got a titanic battle then, going all the way to the checkered flag if things stay the way they are. As look at that's a good run from Guy on the power slide racing Suzuki. He's going to make a move into Paddock Hill. Yes. I don't know what that noise was, do apologise. Leo down the inside of Ash. Holy mother of God, he got the elbows out there. Oh, thought about making a move on Guys to go to Druitt. Ash is going to send it again. Oh, he sent it first class and next day delivery. Holy moly. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll go with it. Ash then now we're back up to P2. Whew. Oh, give me a minute to breathe. What a race. Liam now back up to 3rd. Neil's going for 4th. Oh, not quite. Guy just about manages to hold on. What a race this is between these 4 then. Down towards Hawthorne they go. On the 5th time of Askin, Suzuki, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha. That is the 4-way battle here. Connor has now got a 1.6 second lead out front. So if he keeps it rubber side down, well, it'll be a good race for Connor then through Dingledell. And up towards the Sheen curve they go. Looks like these. Oh, look at Liam down. Oh, no. Oh, that's the pair of them down. Liam and Ash then have crashed. And that's helped. Oh, Guy and Neil up to. Holy moly. Up to 2nd and 3rd. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Right, I'm going to pray. Whew. Okie dokie. Right then. Through the Clark curve. Onto the pitch straight. Right. Let's all just simmer down in the commentary box. Let's just watch the race quietly. I'm not going to say anything for the rest of the race. I'm only joking. Right then, so we've got Connor then. 2.8 seconds to the good at the moment. Like we say, all incidents will be reviewed in the coming days. We will get to a verdict. Oh, well, that got tasty. Holy moly. Right, let's see. Oh, Scott's up to 4th now. Scott's Too Hotty then up to P4. Well, like I said, this is not over yet. We're at half race distance. Look at this between Neil and Guy. Oh, get the elbows out, chaps, as they run down towards Hawthorne then at half race distance. Look at that side by side. Nothing wrong with the speed of the Suzuki or neither the Yamaha. Through Hawthorne then, and Neil does take P2 on their own. Scott's lurking. Scott is lurking in the background. Excuse me. Down through Dingledale then. Oh, Guy's doing a bit of grass tracking, a bit of motocross. But he has kept it rubber side down. Through into Sterling's then. Guy's having a look. Not going to make the move on that occasion. Let's go down into the Clark curve now then. through the clock curve. Number 83 versus number 88. Oh, bit of curb used by Guy, but over the line. Lap 7 of 12 has begun. Into Paddock Hill Bend then. Look at Scott. Scott is looking like he could be on for a podium here. Has done very well this season. Has Scott managed to get on the podium a good handful of times, like at Cadwell Park. He was on the podium in the feature race, so let's see whether he can get on the podium here. Like we say, still a fair chunk of laps to go in this one, so we'll see whether Scott can close the gap. But look who's closing the gap on Scott. Liam is also piling that pressure on. I wonder if they could all just concertina up and then we could have a 5-way scrap for P2. Sounds like a good race, that, doesn't it? Down towards Hawthorne then they go on the 7th time of asking. Actually, they just dropped off the back ever so slightly, these guys. But into Westfield then. They go. Neil still hanging on to that P2 at the moment with Guy in 3rd place. Scott then in P4. P5 for Liam. What's happened to Guy there? Because Scott is now all over the back of him. Whoa! Oh no! Oh, Scott has tipped off at Sterling's. We'll have a look at that one because it didn't quite... Yeah, again, it was just a blur. So we will have a look at that one then after the race. Okay then, through the clock curve they go. Neil still in P2. Guy in 3rd. Liam in 4th. Ash in 5th. Scott in 6th. And Vinny, first weekend on the Honda. Absolutely, Aaron. Yeah, of course you can, mate. No problem at all, buddy. Through Graham Hill Bend then goes Connor. Connor Chameleon. He's doing all right here, isn't he? 5.5 seconds is the gap between 1st and 2nd. Oh, we've had Ash tip off there a bit further back, and a retirement looks like incoming for the SDPG Racing Suzuki. And Ash has indeed retired from the race. Well, we're left with 6th then. Oh, Connor then bouncing the Honda off the limiter into Sterling's. There you go. Connor's just doing a fantastic job. Look at this. APR Honda working well around Brands Hatch. I'm sure Charlie will be loving life at the moment. Down into the clock curve they go then. It is Neil, Guy and Liam in that 2nd, 3rd and 4th positions. So let's see whether Guy can get close to Neil on this occasion. Through Paddock Hill Bend then. Up towards Druids they go for the 9th time of asking. It's nearly time for the Supersport riders and into. So it's nearly time for Superbike race number 3. Looking forward to that one, but we've still got the matter of this battle to decide because it's concertinaing up slightly here. Guy's had a good lap and is on the back of Neil then as they go down towards Hawthorne. Liam's not too far behind either. Right, so now we've got a 3-way battle for P2 then. As through Hawthorne they go. We have got Yamaha, Suzuki and Honda in this fight. Into Westfield they go now. 7.3 seconds is the gap between 1st and 2nd through Dingledale into the Sheen curve for Guy. Let's do a tyre check then. Connor is using he's got the soft rear end, but used a bit more tyre than Neil. Guy's in a good position with his tyres, so is Liam, so is Scott, and so is Vinny. They're all in a pretty good position with their tyres, and they will last to the end. No worries about that one. Okay then, so, well, lap 10 of 12. Connor then has got this one wrapped up by the looks of it, unless he makes catastrophic error. But I'm sure he won't. Right, Neil runs a little bit wide at Druid, so does Guy, and went to see a front wheel of Liam. Not quite on that one, down towards Graham Hill Bend. Into the left-hander then they go. Here we go, the concertina is here. Oh, what a run for Liam through Graham Hill Bend. He'll carry that momentum into Surtees. Oh, and into the back again. No, do not say that, Seamus. Do not say that. Down towards Hawthorn, then they go. And it is going to be a move potentially from Liam. No, not quite. Through Hawthorn then into Westfield. They're about to go. Where will Liam make the move? I'm not sure. I am not sure as they run down Dingledale. The Sheen curve, then they go. Can Neil hold on to this P2 for another couple of laps? Will Guy also have it? Oh, excuse me. Well, let's see. We will find out in 2 laps' time because our race leader Connor about to flash past my commentary point now and go on to the penultimate lap of the race then. Here we go then through the Clark Curve. KRP Racing Yamaha versus Powerslide Racing Suzuki versus APR Honda. Through Paddock Hill Bend then, all looking pretty good. Through there, let's ride on board then with Liam as they head into Druids. Guy takes a defensive line. Oh, look at that. Liam closed a lot there on entry. Guy will just gain a bit of time on the exit then through Graham Hill Bend. In towards Surtees they go then, penultimate time of asking them for the Supersport runners. Onto the Grand Prix circuit they go, and then Guy runs a bit wide. This could be an opportunity for Liam down towards Hawthorn. Here we go, the move could be on then as they head down towards Hawthorn. Then Liam's going to go side by side and we'll take the move. We'll take the move, we'll take the position into Hawthorn then. Right, can Guy respond? Whoa, look at that, he carried the speed through and carried maybe a little bit too much speed through as he went onto the grass. Through Westfield then down through Dingledale for the penultimate time. This is helping Neil. This is helping Neil then in that quest for P2. Well, we've got a scrap then for P3. Into Sterling's then. Liam took a tighter line. Guy took a more sweeping approach. And it will help him in towards the Clark Curve then. Look at this racing. Here we go. Final lap then about to be started. Here at Brands Hatch. Who is going to have this one then, ladies and gents? I can't call it. Into Paddock Hill. And it is still Connor, Neil and Liam, your top 3. Guy is desperate for another podium. Oh, he had a look. Oh, Liam runs a little bit wide. Oh, looks like got the rear end stepped out there on the exit. Druids did Liam. Well, that's not going to allow Guy an opportunity. Right, if I was Guy now, I'd try and get a nice sweeping run onto the back straight, get in the slipstream and try and make a move at Hawthorns. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Well, it looks like Connor then is going to be safe with this one. He'll be home and dry. Guy just hasn't got enough to fight Liam then into Hawthorn and through Hawthorn they go into Westfield. We'll keep an eye on what happens on this one on the timing tower. But ladies and gents, it's going to be a double for Connor Chameleon then as he heads down towards the Clark Curve. The checkered flag is being readied then for Connor. It's a double then for the number 9 APR Honda. Connor has taken the double here at Brands Hatch. Second then will be going the way of Neil. Over the line he goes. P2 for Neil, P3 for Liam, and solid P4 for Guy. And Scott and Vinny will round out the runners and riders. Look at those laps. Wow, that's just taking the mick, really, Connor. Whew, that is fast. Well, that is it then for Supersport. Connor, Neil and Liam, your top 3 with Guy, Scott and Vinny rounding out the runners and riders. What a race that was, ladies and gents. That was unbelievable. Right, Superbikes needs to be careful, otherwise I may pass out in the commentary box with excitement. Whew, dearie me, right. Whew, jeepers creepers. Holy moly, right. Oh dear. Right. Anybody got any fresh lungs? I need some. Right, I'm just going to get this one set up and we'll get the grid up for you guys in just a second. Let's do that now then. As Superbikes, your lobby is now up. There we go. Superbike lobby is now up, so get yourselves in, chaps. No problem, George, mate. No worries at all, buddy. Did I not screenshot the Superbike results? I don't think I did. I'm sure I did. Don't worry, I can guess it. Yep, I'll guess it. Right. Watch this. Right. Don't worry, I have got this. I've got the potential. Oh, hang on, let's sort the lighting out. Right then. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for me to get this absolutely completely wrong? No, right, so Brett won it. It was Jamie P2, 10 in third. Whoa! Oh, Charlie's joined. Oh, Charlie's now left. Charlie's in and out. He shakes it all about, does the hokey pokey, and turns around. That's what it's all about. Mason G. Shut up, Sean. Right. Oh, we've got an imposter. Well, I don't know whether Charlie wants to take part in this one. Charlie, where are you going? Right. Let's. Right. If I've got this wrong, please tell me. No worries, Charlie, mate. Yep, you restart your game, buddy. Does that look right? Joe and Mason, have I got your positions right from the first race? Because like a div, I've got a screenshot. Right then, I think I've got that right. Joe and Mason, have I got your positions right? If I haven't, please shout at me. It's absolutely fine. I can take it on the chin. Thank you very much, Joe. Sorry, boys. Apologies. See, that's why we're unprofessional here. Thank you, Joe, mate. Apologies to you guys for that one. Right, so we are just waiting for Charlie. He'll go into P4, and then it'll be time to go with the third and final race. I just want to say, before we get this one underway, a big thank you to all you guys for your support. That goes to riders and viewers. I'm very grateful for all the support that we get. It's this started as a bit of a dream and a bit of a hobby, and now it's full time. So I am very grateful for all the support, ladies and gents, and I enjoy doing it, which is most important. And certainly when the racing is as good as it has been this weekend, I really do enjoy it, and I really do appreciate everyone's support. And we cannot wait for this one to get underway, and we cannot wait for season 2 because we've got some big things going for season 2. Right. Okay, so Charlie needs to get his running shoes on. Absolutely no problem, Jamie. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. You guys are the best. That's what I should say. SDPG is the best. Anyone wants to argue with that? Meet me outside Big Tesco. Right. Not that I'm a fighting man, but I'll just, thank you, chaps, for your support. I should be saying thank you a bit more often, because I am very grateful. I mean, to look at, 11 people about to take part in a race that I've... No, get out! Imposter! You do not count. Oh, is Charlie in? Come on, Charlie. No, it's an imposter. Oh, dear. Charlie's here. Right. Okay, before I get soppy and emotional, I'm going to... let's get on with this one then. Oh, I'm tearing up. I just can't cope, guys. Just can't cope. Right, okay. So we have got. Is that looks right, doesn't it? That is right. I do apologise. That's why we need to be a bit more professional. I'm sure I screenshotted it. Anyway, I didn't. Okay, right, let's go. It is the third and final race for the SDPG British Superbikes in association with Exact Moves. 14 laps. Let's find the right scene and let's cut to the intro. nearly had a bit of a problem in the commentary box. Did he drop me Coke? That is the drink, not anything else, people. That is just the drink. Oh. Right, okay, well, that's a bit harsh. Charlie does, you know. That's really nasty, that, actually. Jamie in. Oh, okay, right. Jamie's a drunken wizard. Right, ladies and gents, before we start, I'm just going to put the laptop on charge, so you can come with me to do that. Just so I can actually do my bits to camera after this. So, I'll just waffle something before I get there. Yes, so, Brands Hatch, Sunshine. Woohoo! We like to see it. We like to see it. So that does mean, ladies and gents, we'll be able to see the chat for this race. I do apologise, ladies and gents. I do apologise, but that's the perks of technology that doesn't quite want to work with you. Right. Ow! Just punched the cupboard. What a tit. What an absolute tit. Right. Okie dokie. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Right, so if you do put anything in the chat, I won't be able to see it until the end. Right, okay, everybody's ready. What have we gone for? We've gone for a medium hard, medium soft, medium. A lot of mediums, medium soft. Okay, just stop waffling, get on with it. Right, okay, 14 laps, let's have it. Whew. I'm sorry, I will calm down before I go to bed, I promise. Right, okie dokie. So, here we go. The third and final Superbike race then. Brett, Jamie and Tej, your front row. Let's go racing then, and that is a good start from the CS Autos Ducati, no surprise. We go into turn number 1, whereabouts is Dylan? I can see his name, shooting up the timing tower. Oh, there's a crash in the back, I think that was Mason Roth that has gone down in the background. Dylan's getting his elbows out. Oh, look at that, so is Jamie. Look at this, oh, contact between Jamie and Brett then, and down has gone Jamie. Holy mother of Moses and God. Right, the two CS Autos Ducatis there, 1-2. Ahead of the Malton R5L Yamahas of Mason G and Ted, 3-4. Then we've got Jan, Adam, Aaron, good start there. Jamie just had contact, and Mason, Roth and Joe at the back. Let's keep an eye on this front group, then down towards Hawthorne then. Dylan's already trying to make a move on his teammate. Oh, contact! Contact between two CS Autos Ducatis. Let's not forget, ladies and gents, these are the top two in the championship. Let's all Mason G having a look down the inside at Westfield on Brett. Good move that from Mason. Basically, Brett then, oh, he's going to have a bit of a dig into Sheen Curve. Oh, this is getting tight. No, Jan's dropped it in the background. Unlucky that for Jan. Well, whoa, where is Ted going? Oh, he's off. Adam's up to P4. And I can't take this for any longer. Right, well, Yorkshire's top rat then doing what he needs to do. He needs to get a win here to just claw back some of that advantage that Brett has gained over him. Mason G in P2 glides fourth in the standings, let's not forget. Ahead of Brett then, your championship leader, sat in P3. Adam, Aaron and Jamie round out your top 6 at the moment with Mason Roth, Joe, Ted and Jan rounding out the field. Into Graham Hill Bend then, a long race this one. 14 laps as we see Dylan through Graham Hill Bend and in towards 30s for the second time of asking then through 30s on towards the Grand Prix section they go. Looks like Mason G just clipped the grass then. Brett's going to make a move, and he does make a move down the back straight. Mason G in the slipstream into Hawthorne. Yes, just sits tight for now. Brett runs wide, contact between the pair of them. Oh, it's hard racing this. This is hard racing. Down through Dingledell and into the Sheen Curve. Dylan is stretching his advantage. Oh, as Mason G then has overcooked it at Sheen Curve. And look at this. Adam is not far behind, and now he's up to third. The arcade BMW of Adam up to third. Good start to the race then for the number 4 into the Clark Curve. Contact between Mason G and Adam. Jamie and Aaron getting close there in the battle for P5. Good run this from Aaron at the moment. Like we said to you at the last round, I believe, or early on this weekend, the Exact Moves Kawasaki team will be leaving the paddock at the end of Season 1. Where will Aaron go? Well, I'm hoping it'll be a Superbike ride, but we will find out next week where Aaron is going, and like everybody else, where they will end up in Season 2. Into Graham Hill Bend then goes Jamie and Aaron then as they go in towards 30s now. There's just battles galore going on here. Look at this. Mason G now down the inside of Adam at 30s. Quality move that from the number 28. Well, the two Ducatis then are stretching their advantage out front. It is still Yorkshire's top rat leading over Ashby's finest. Oh, Dylan runs a smidgen wide there through Hawthorne. Then Adams giving it back to Mason G, then into Westfield. Oh, not quite making that one stick, and Jamie is not far behind either as they run up towards the Sheen curve then into Sterling's then on the third lap of Askin. A reminder, ladies and gents, I cannot see the chat because my laptop is on charge over the other side of the commentary box. As they go in towards the Clark curve then on the fourth time of Askin, then looks like we've got a three-way fight for P3 at the moment. We have got Mason G, we have got Adam, and we have got Jamie in this battle for P3. Whoa, no, Jamie's gone down. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think we obviously touched the grass. Oh, Super Ted's gone down at Pad Hill. I don't know what's happened there. Well, okay, this a bit of a scrappy race, this one at the moment for the riders. A few mistakes creeping in. Oh, dearie me. Well, the two CS Autos Ducati then are in first and second. I'm just going to have a quick drink, ladies and gents. I'll be back with you in just a second. Sorry about that, ladies and gents. Right, we're back. Here we go then. On to lap 5 of 14 then. We have got Dylan leading ahead of Brett. Brett can't be too disappointed with this weekend. 2 first and a potential P2 on the cards at the moment. Into Druids then goes Ashby's finest. A good weekend for Brett. Mason G wasn't here yesterday due to technical issues with his Tinterweb, but he is here tonight and, well, stamping his authority. Really class rider, Mason G, and very fast, as you can tell. Adam's still in P4. Good run this from Aaron in P5. Don't know what's happened to Jamie a bit further back. He's now down to... Oh, yeah, of course. He tipped off. As down towards Hawthorne then goes Aaron, and look at this, Ted now up to P6. Don't know what's happened to Jam tipped off there. Well, Ted now up ahead of Mason Roth into that P6. Oh, this is a great run from Aaron. Well, the field's pretty much spread out at the moment, apart from P6, 7 and 8. They're all in a pretty close proximity on the track there. Oh, Brett's doing a bit of grass tracking at Sterling's. Fair play. Well, whatever works. Into the Clark curve then they go. Oh, we've had Brett tip off then at Paddock Hill. Oh, mistake then from Brett at Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, well, he's only dropped to 3rd though, so it's not too bad. Well, it's still Yorkshire's top right then, 4.8 seconds to the good at the moment. Into Hawthorne then they go for the 6th time of Askin then. Oh, well, Brett will be ruin that mistake. I would have thought, well, Aaron's now up to P4 at the moment as they go into Hawthorne then. Adam Moss made a mistake on the RK BMW. Still a good run this from Adam. Well, the battle then between Brett and Mason G is on. The number 28 versus number 52. Whoa, that's a humongous accident then for Mason G. Oh, the bike got all out of shape there to Hawthorne. Oh no, Aaron's down on the Kawasaki. Oh, unlucky that for Aaron. Very easy spot to fall off there, as we've just seen. Oh, dearie me, ladies and gents. What a dramatic day of racing we've had. We've still got one more to come after this. The SDPG Academy 1200 Cup is up next. 8 laps for those guys will be up next after this one. But we've got the Matter of Superbikes to finish for the weekend as we go into our little summer break, if you like. Well, Yorkshire's top right there. He could have done with maybe an extra win this weekend. Well, he's on course to win this one, but there's still a long way to go. Brett's then in P2. The only mistake he's made was earlier on at Paddock Hill Bend. He's 4.5 seconds to the good now over Mason G. Whereabouts is Super 10? Not too far behind Adam then as he go into Surtees on this one. Oh, as Aaron runs very wide at Surtees, Mason rather look for the cutback maybe. No, just a bit too far behind. Adams tipped off then at Surtees. That's promoted Aaron now back up to P5. Ted up to 4th now. Could Ted get a podium here? If so, that would be one hell of a recovery ride. Into Sterling's then goes Yorkshire's top right then. Dylan's just doing a fabulous job. Just things haven't quite got his way. Excuse me, this weekend. But he has done a good job in the third and final race. So we've got a bit of a scrap on here for P5. Exactly as Kawasaki versus HPR Honda versus Arcade BMW in the battle for P5. Mason Roth got a podium last time out at Cadwell Park. Very well deserved. Had a fantastic run in the third and final race. Let's see how high up the order he can get in this one. Good rider Mason Roth. I think very underrated in the SDPG community, and he could certainly push for those points paying positions, well, the higher end of the points paying position, should I say. Just a few mistakes creep in, maybe a bit of bad luck as well, just costed the opportunity to fight for those top positions. But as you've seen, ladies and gents, it's been getting better and better as the season has gone on. SDPG Academy racing is not the easiest championship to race in, and these guys do a fantastic job of battling it out for positions as Mason G has tipped off again at Hawthorne. The bike decides to do half a lap without him on it. Well, Dad now up to P3. Whew. I think that might be the highest he gets in this one. As down towards the clock curve then goes Yorkshire's top right. 5.4 seconds to the good at the moment. It's just taking a little bit of time out of Dylan here. 5.2 seconds. Maybe, potentially. Ashby's finest then, through the clock curve, and over the line goes Brett now. 122.04 Brett. Super Ted then in P3. Helped by the mistake of Mason G. Over the line then for Mason G. Aaron there still in P5. Adam in 6th. Jamie is up to 7th. Mason Roth has made a mistake a bit further back. Obviously, front row Joe in P8, just ahead of Mason Roth, and Jan rounding out the runs and riders. And that one, no mistake from Ted at Paddock Hill. That's now promoted Mason G up to 3rd, and Aaron, a strong ride in this one, strongest ride of the season. Really, his results have not shown how well Aaron has done this year. We will have a quick word on him whilst we're looking at him. Aaron has, well, taken this Kawasaki on. Certainly not the easiest bike to ride. An absolute missile in the straight line, but struggles in the corners and the braking zones. And Aaron's really found a setup with the Kawasaki to make it work. And he's not far, you look at the times, he's not far off the pace at all. Well, he just does a fantastic job with the big ZX-10, and he's now got a hungry looking Super Ted on his chopper. The cape flapping in the breeze for the Super One then. Meanwhile, out front, the two CS Autos Ducatis doing the business then. Over the line goes the number 1. Dylan then on his way to potentially another win this season. I can tell you, Dylan has had 8 wins coming into this round, and he's about to make it 9 if he keeps going the way he is at the moment. Well, in this battle for P4, Ted has just nipped past Aaron then as they run over the line. Not run, but you know, you get what I mean. Over the line they go then into Paddock Hill Bend for the 10th time of asking. Meanwhile, into Surtees then, Dylan is just looking good in this one. Fantastic stuff on the number 1. As he goes onto the Grand Prix circuit now and down towards Hawthorne. Brett's just keeping that gap around 5.1 seconds at the moment, so not too far away. I think he might be in a relatively safe P2 now, as long as he just keeps it rubber side down. He will be a-okay. Mason G in P3. Good day of racing from Mason. P5 in the first race today, race 2 of the weekend. And in this one, well, looking like he could be on for a P3 at the moment. Ted runs wide at Hawthorne, and look at this between the battle between Aaron and Adam. Got them the wrong way round, do apologise. Down the hill then, through Dingle-Dell and in towards Sheen Curve then. They've not let Ted go here. 9/10 is the gap, so Ted has had a pretty good lap here, just to pull out a little bit of an advantage over those two then. Into lap 11 then goes our lead as well. Brett is just taking a few tenths of a second out of Dylan. I don't think Dylan will be too worried at the moment, but Brett is doing a good job here. Just if he can bring that gap down a little bit, if Dylan sees that gap coming down, might panic him into a mistake, and it's game on for this one. Well, into 30s then goes Ashby's finest. Brett is doing a fantastic job here, and well, he'll be keeping up. He will have 19 out of 21 podiums. Will Brett, so that is 19 races he has stood on the podium, and that is any one of the 3 steps on the box, if he can keep this one going to the end. Down towards Hawthorne then goes Mason G, the number 28. Well, it's been a good event for Mason, all things considered. Didn't get out on Sunday for free practice Sunday. Didn't get out yesterday either in the opening race of the weekend. Now, well, he's done a great job. A good recovery job here today, as we've now got Aaron and... Whoa! Did you see Jamie there? Holy smokes. I'm not surprised he got on the grass after that moment. Whew! Wow. Okay, that was pretty intense for the RT Racing Yamaha then. As into the Clark curve goes Super Ted. And can he catch Mason G before the end? 2.1 seconds. It's going to be tough. 122.7 versus a 121.9. So Ted has taken quite a chunk out of Mason G on that one then. Ted's only got 3 laps to sort that difference out, as Aaron was off the track in the background. Through Drury's End down towards Graham Hill Bend. Well, Dylan is nearly into Hawthorne's already. Brett has taken some time out of Dylan here though. 4.3 seconds. I just don't think it's quite going to be enough for... Oh, hello. What has happened here? What has happened here? No! A technical issue for your race leader! I do not believe it! I am stunned then. A technical problem when he had it all sealed. Holy moly, right, okay. Well, that's just handed the win to Brett then. I am speechless. I am absolutely speechless. Well then, Brett has got this one. 12.5 seconds to the good. Mason G now up to second. Third for Super Ted. Fourth for Jamie. Fifth for Adam. Sixth for Aaron. Then Mason Roth in P7. Joe in 8th and Jan rounding out the field. I absolutely stunned with that. Absolutely stunned. Well, I feel so sorry for Dylan there. Did nothing wrong in that one. And for it to go like that is a rotten bit of luck. Oh, dearie me. Well, let's try and finish this one then. I'm absolutely speechless. Absolutely speechless. Well then, on to the final lap then goes your leader. Brett then over the line to start the final lap. I just do not believe it. I cannot believe what we have seen. What a round it's been. The drama everywhere we look. I'm just gutted. Absolutely gutted for him. Well, he said he would do the... well, no, he didn't say he would do it. That's wrong. He said he was confident he could do the treble. And, well, Brett's on for it at the moment. I think he may feel he was gifted that one. I'm absolutely stunned into silence. Okay, no, you're not, Seamus. No, you are not. You have got a commentary to do here because the two Malted are final Yamahas having a scrap on the final lap. Oh no! I've got to get Brett over the line. Okay, right. Panic! Eek! Well, the gap is pretty close then between the two Malted R5L Yamahas. Well, I don't like to say this. I think Brett might have been gifted the win for this one. Well, hey, a win's a win. Brett takes the win and the treble here at Brands Hatch. Well done to Brett. Good finish. Oh, 10-second P2. So run to the line then through the corner curve. Then who's going to have it? I can't see penalty. Oh, Ted's not got a penalty. Ted will take P2 on the final corner. Why wasn't I paying attention? Good run that from Mason G. Jamie in P4. Adam in 5th. Joe in 6th place. Oh, wow. 6th and 4th front row Joe. P7 for Aaron. That does not sum up his race at all. Mason Roth then will take P8. Oh, that sums up Mason's racing. P9 for Jam. Can we all just take a minute? I think... oh... I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted for Dylan there. That's just rotten luck. Perks of esports when you're relying on internet. Yes, I have no words. Absolutely no words. But well done to Brett. Let's not take anything away from Brett. He did manage to take the win in the end. Super Ted, honestly. Did you want to leave it any later? Well, there you go. That's the result. Brett takes the win ahead of Super Ted and Mason G in P3. Jamie in 4th, Adam in 5th, Joe in 6th, Aaron in 7th, Mason Roth in P8, Chan in 9th, and the luckless Dylan rounds out the field. Honestly, I'm absolutely stunned into silence for well, no, I'm not stunned into silence because I'm still talking. But yes, that, yeah. Right, okay. Hello, I'm here. Yes, final race of the weekend. Coming. Of course, you know that because I'm here. Right, so, final race of the weekend then. Let's do a one-lap shootout in the Ducati. No, I'm joking. 8 laps for the SDPG Academy Monster 1200 Cup is about to begin. And then, ladies and gents, behind the scenes, it'll all kick off. Oh yeah, it's nearly time for rider negotiation time. And the, yes, should we call it transfer period, transfer window? Why not? Let's add a football reference in there, because everyone loves football. No, they don't, am I joking? Right, okay, grid. For the Ducatis, that is a good idea. And I've just got a little job to do before we get this one underway. Ducatis, your lobby is now up, so get yourselves in for the final race of the week. Adam's here. He's ready to go. Shall we have a proper sunset race? I think we should have it at night time, to be honest. Right. Okie dokie. Right, let's get the grid up then for this one. Let's do that. That's a good idea. I'll tell you what, I think I might personally drive to Dill's house and give him a big cuddle. I think he needs it after that. I think so. It's oh, dearie me. Joys of esports, eh? That's what we'll say. Absolutely, Scott. I've heard it's his favourite sport, mate. I've just heard something. I'm not actually going to say what I've just heard on the call there. But yeah, we'll just park that one there. Right, okay, so let's get this grid set up then. Connor, I reckon you'd be quite good at FIFA, mate. I believe in you, mate. You're quick on everything. Well, on here anyway, on any bike, so you'd be fine at FIFA. Well, he's just kicking a ball and scoring it. Just put Sam Smith on. I might sing a bit of Sam Smith if you want. What do you reckon? So, no, Adam's on P1, Seamus. Come on, wakey. Liam P2, Connor in third. I see Connor's cheating here. He's going on the Aprilia. That's not allowed. Who was fourth in that session? Okay, that's brilliant stuff. I've been an absolute tool. Not for the first time in my life. Right, where's Scott? P. It was George. Of course it was George. Yes. Oh, Joe's here. Lovely stuff. Let's get Joe then. There. No, I think Vinny was. No, okay. Yes. I've got it sorted now. I haven't really. I'm just winging it. Right. Oh, imposter. Yeah, get out. Okie dokie. Right. I think that's right. Okay. There we go. Right then. Are we ready? These imposters. Really? That's actually a very good idea. That is a good idea. Right, whoever's... Like I say, let's have a bit of a whip round in the community. Chuck a fiver in and we'll get some flights booked to go to... excuse to Milestone HQ. Let's get that sorted. Right, okay, are we ready? Right, here we go, Aaron. I believe this is going to be your time, mate. You will get into the session. Are we ready? Yeah, let's do it then. The final race of the weekend then. About to commence. It will be the SDPG Academy Monster 1200 Cup. 8 laps for these guys then. Let's see what they can do in beautiful sunset conditions. Let's go. Right then. So, just bear with me 2 seconds, ladies and gents. I've just got one thing to quickly sort out. Really? Sorry, I shouted down the mic. Sorry. Ugh! Right, no. You see, now you can't start kicking Xbox people out, Miles. So that's not how it works. You could just keep everybody in. That'd be fantastic. Absolutely unbelievable. Shocking. Right, whip round. Here we go. Let's have a whip round. Fiver in. Put a fiver in, and we'll get this sorted. We will jet off over to Milestone HQ. Right, I will just sort this out quickly. I promise I'll be literally 2 seconds. If you want to count that, yeah, just add quite a bit of time between that. Hang on. I'll be there in a sec. Maybe one more. Alright, another one. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There. Right. Okay. Okay, I'm good. Right. I'm here. I'm ready to go. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you for that one, mate. I've just seen your message. Yes, I'm fully aware. It's probably been about 12, but it's my series. So I can... Oh, dear. Right, okie dokie. Let's go. Final race of the weekend. It needs to hurry up because I'm hungry. Right then. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, people. Surprised I did, to be honest, Scott. Right then, final race of the weekend before we nip off on our summer break then. Here we go, 8 laps in the sunset. Let's go racing, and let's have a good start from Adam and a bad one for Connor on that occasion. Into turn number 1. Look at Liam, he wants to finish with a good result. Vinny up to second. Oh, he's getting the elbows out. Oh, my goodness gracious. Bit of argy-bargy. Yes, Vinny's to the front. Look at this. It's a Graham Hill. Joe's up to third. Good start that from front row Joe. Adam is now leading on Connor, and it's up to fourth. Scott then in P6, Aaron in seventh, and Vinny, Isaac just rounding out the runners and riders at the moment. But 8 laps round here. It's going to be dramatic. Down towards Hawthorne there. The little break we've got, Aaron, we'll call that Alstom break, mate. No! What has happened? Are you taking the biscuit? I protest. Whip round. Right, we are having a whip round. I swear to Jesus. Everyone chuck a tenner in. We will restart that one, ladies and gents, because that is just taking the... I don't want to say this, but it's taking the piss. Okay. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Okay, so, well, after... Can you just believe that? I can. Right, so we are going to drop to... Oh, Connor's had no... Connor's been hit with a no sound glitch. So we are going to drop the laps by a couple. Okay, right, now I've got to get grid back up. I tell you what, right, so who's the richest? I think Caelan's actually the richest, isn't it? Right, sorry, last year. Your lobbies, I do apologise. Right, okay. Here we go. We get a random grid. Anybody up for that? Yes. No. Oh, I didn't put my face on. Oh, that's probably for the best, really. Right, I do apologise, ladies and gents. I'm so sorry. No, why am I saying sorry? That wasn't my fault. That's twice Milestones done that to us this weekend. Taking the absolute cheese board. I'm not having that. I think that was a bit of Stilton, that. Oof, yikes. Right, we're ready. Oh, dear. You just love it. Yeah, right. Adam P1. I'm going to try and do this off memory. No, I can't. No, I can't. Yeah, no worries, Isaac, mate. No worries, buddy. Oh, I'm going to have to look. I don't want to get this wrong. And I didn't! Get in there! Woohoo! Gyro to that. Lovely. Okay. Here we go. In the rain. No, stop singing. You're going to make it rain, you pillock. Right, okay. Okay, let's go. Let's try again. Oh, if the game crashes again, I swear to God. Yeah, we'll just call it a result and we'll base it off qualifying times. Ah, imposter! Don't do that. No! It's alright, I can boot them out before the race. Let's not panic. Let's just not panic here. I'm just going to have a quick drink and I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, I'm back. Guess who's back? Oh. Really? Oh, this guy... Right, I think let's up that to a whip round to maybe 20 quid each. I think we all put 20 quid in. Let's see what we can do. Yeah. For crying out loud. Oh, dearie me. Why is it kicking Guy out? Guy's on Xbox. It's just not allowed. Why is it kicking Aaron out when Aaron's done all the right protocol? Oh, Milestone, sort your game out. You're not wrong, Ash. You're not wrong at all, mate. You are not wrong at all, buddy. This is taking the biscuit. Right, restart then. Here we go. 6 laps this time, and if it happens again, and we have to bring a red flag out, we will do. Yeah, the finishing order will be based off qualifying. Looking good, isn't it? That's a nice tealy blue colour, greeny colour in the loading screen. Just saying. Right. Here we go then. Red light's not plugged in. Let's go! And we're underway. Take 2. Action. Go. Liam then leading into turn number 1. Gets the whole shot. Connor's... Oh, dear me. What's happened to... Was that Isaac that's just tipped off in the background? I think it was. Oh, here we go. Connor's actually got it off the line this time. 3 abreast into Druids. Shut your eyes and hope to die. No, don't. No. Didn't mean that. Right, they're through Druids. And it is Liam and Connor. 1, 2. Look at Joe round the outside to Graham Hill. Oh, he's made it stick. Woohoo! Fair play, Joe. Good move, that mate. Oh, is that... Oh, sorry, it was Vinny that tipped off at turn 1. I do apologise, Isaac. Isaac's now up to 4th. Go on, Isaac, mate. Here we go, then. Down towards Hawthorn on lap 1. Please do not disconnect game, otherwise I will personally shout and scream, and that's not a good thing. Through Hawthorn, then they go. On this opening lap into... Whoa, into Westfield. Here comes Connor. Don't worry, Jamie, you will get your chance in the sunset, mate. Do not panic. Don't worry. I promise Superbike Riders will get a good sunset race. And look at Joe. Does he like to go around the outside of everybody? Fair play. I mean, he's giving it a go. Oh, here comes Joe then up to P2. He's going around the outside again. Oh, splendid stick. Yes, Joe. What a move. Fair play. Oh, well, Connor will just return that with interest. Over the line there you go, then. Into Paddock Hill Bend for the 2nd time of asking. Do not worry, chaps, do not worry. Everyone will get their turn in the sunset at some point. That is what we're going for, Jamie. That is what we are planning, mate. So do not panic. Let's everyone, let's just hope and pray. And don't you worry. That will happen, people. That will happen. Anyone else want to say a sunset race? Nobody fear, I am here and I will sort it. I will sort it, I promise. Right, commentate on the action now, Seamus. Come on, do your job. Right, Liam still leading this one, just ahead of Connor as they head into Hawthorn. Then Joe's just dropped back a little bit. Look at that between Adam and Isaac, then through Hawthorn. Oh, hey! Oh, close. Oh, Adam's now taking out the braking marker into Westfield. And he's now taking P4. Oh, Connor's leading. Connor has now taken the lead ahead of Liam then. Into Sterling's then. A great weekend is coming to a close here, but what a fantastic event we've had here at Brands Hatch. And this is a great race to round out the proceedings before we go on our break. Riders, be prepared. Messages are about to go flying at the checkered flag of this one. Woohoo! Into Paddock Hill Bend they go. Lap 3 of 6 then. Connor just stretching that advantage over Liam with Joe in P3. Isaac still holding on to P4 with Scott and Adam hot on his heels. Whoa, Scott and Adam there going a little bit wide. Down towards Graham Hill Bend. Oh, Isaac has tipped off. Unlucky that for the number 73 of Isaac then. Oh, it's just tipped off at Graham Hill Bend. Liam then runs a little bit wide at Surtees, down towards Hawthorn they go on lap 3 of 6. Into Hawthorns they go, and up to across towards Westfield then. Connor still leading this one ahead of Liam and Joe. Here's your top 3 at the moment. Joe goes really well in the Ducati. Going very well in Superbikes, actually. Good to see Joe running towards the sharp end of these races. Well, through Sterling's to go then. The APR racing machines 1 and 2 at the moment as they go down towards Clark curve. I do apologise, getting distracted. Over the line then, they go to start that 4 of 6 then. And it is Connor that is leading this one ahead of Liam and Joe into Druids. They're going to go then all spread out a little bit between those guys, but the battle for P4 is on between Scott and Adam. Scott's doing a unique line. There you go, Charlie. I'll steal that one from you. Through Paddock Hill Bend. Through Druids then, and down towards Graham Hill Bend. They go for the number 5 and the number 77. Let's go now across towards Surtees then, hard on the brakes they go. It's right on board then with Scotty Too Hotty then on the power. Down towards Hawthorne then. They're going to go. Adams just pulled out a little bit of an advantage over Scott then as they go through Hawthorne now into Westfield. The leaders through Dingledale they go into the Sheen curve. Connor has had a brilliant weekend, taking the double in Supersport and is on for a win here in the Ducatis, even though there is still quite a fair way to go yet. Well then, over the line goes your leaders' penultimate lap of the weekend then. Down through Paddock Hill and up towards Druids then. Look at this, the battle is still on between Adam and Scott then as they go into Druids. Through Druids they go then. Adam's just pulled out a slight advantage. They are closing ever so slightly on Joe. And Connor's got this one at the moment, 1.8 seconds to the good. Mind you, as we saw earlier, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yes, I will comment on the Northwest after this one, chaps. I can see the chat now because I brought the laptop over here, which is quite handy actually when you've got things to respond to like that. Well, it has been a great weekend here at Brantash, full of drama. Like a drama llama. Telling you now, into Sterling's then goes the leaders. Well, Liam's had a pretty solid weekend in the Ducatis. Done a good job on the front row. And looks like he's on course for a podium. I tell you what, Joe has dropped it a bit further back. That's now promoted Adam up to P3 with Scott there in P4. Joe in 5th. Isaac rounding out the runners and riders in this one. Final lap then of the weekend. Well, the number 9 of Connor. Just got to bring it home now. Bring home the bacon. And that will be job done for Connor. He's got a humongous lead in the championship. In this one, I cannot remember the exact figure. But has got a big lead. That is all I know. 2.5 seconds to the good then is Connor ahead of teammate Liam. Adam's now got an advantage over Scott, so it looks like that this will be your finishing order. Down towards Hawthorne then goes. Then, oh, I forgot to use the red flag actually. Into Westfield then for the final time of asking then. And into Dingledale then for Liam. We'll focus on Connor when he, yep. Comes up towards the line then. Through Sterling's then for Liam on the final time of asking then. Here he is, and the checkered flag is being readied for the number 9. Connor has done a fantastic job this weekend. 3 wins out of 3. It'll be Connor that takes the win here in the Ducatis. A strong second for Liam. Adam will take P3 in this one, ahead of Scotty Too Hotty. Joe's doing some motocross there. I like it. I like it. Unique approach, and has taken that P5. We will screenshot those times, and there you go. Really go. Honestly, unbelievable. Connor literally baffles me with how unbelievably fast he is with sound or without. Right, before we go, ladies and gents, got a few things to tie up. But the results there for the SDPG Academy 1200 Cup is Connor that takes the win with no sound. Liam in P2, Adam in third. Scott there just missing out on the podium in P4, Joe in fifth, and Isaac in P6. Right, so Northwest 200. Yes, Ash and Jamie have just been seeing your comments. Yes, there is a glitch that we have found with the Northwest 200. I'm absolutely furious with this because the Northwest is my favourite roads event, so it has sort of wee-weed on my bonfire. But yes, there is a glitch at the first corner at the right-hander. If you crash sometimes, I've heard it's not all the time, but I've experienced it myself on multiple occasions. So if you crash at turn 1, when you get about down towards Station Corner, the fast right-hander on the back straight, I think, on that sort of road near the petrol station, it'll send you all the way back to turn 1. And we can't have that because SDPG throws up some drama. Easy fix, go and sort Milestone out. That's it, Scott. Secondly, riders. Don't crash. Honest to God. I'm saying nothing. Riders, you will potentially now be getting some messages pop through from team managers. Get yourself signed for Season 2. If you want to take part in road racing, you've not signed sign-on form, tell the manager that has approached you once you've done the deal, and they will be able to sort that one out. Right. That's it for the Academy for a few weeks. We will be back on the 6th to the 8th of April with the Academy. But before we sign off, we have got an event literally in 2 days' time. We will be on Supermotos at Snetterton 100 for some action. And that will be a fantastic event. And next week, ladies and gents, we have a 2-day event. We have got a 2-day event. We have Honda Week. So we will be... No problem, George. Thank you, mate. I'll have a look. Either tonight or tomorrow. Honda Week next week, so you'll be seeing some social media posts regarding Honda, and we have a Honda event on Monday and Tuesday next week, so please stick around for that one. Thank you very much, Ash. I will have a look at all messages either tonight or tomorrow. Well, ladies and gents, 7 rounds down, 5 to go here in the SDPG Academy. The championship, certainly in Superbikes, I'm saying nothing, because I feel like I'm just going to make the situation worse. But, good weekend for Brett. Oh, thank you. Anyone else want a message? Oh, the messing guy. Of course, you message me as much as you want, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Well, we're ready. We're ready for the second half of the season. Good stuff. Well, we will see you for the next round of the Academy in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you all again so much for your support. Well done to all the riders this weekend. Looks like we've had a very solid weekend and a good weekend, dramatic as ever in the SDPG Academy. Thank you, ladies and gents, for all your support, and we will see you hopefully on Thursday for the Supermoto event at Snetterton. So, here we go. Silly season has begun. Oh, if you want some more Academy news, let us not forget, next Wednesday, 7:30, Season 2 preview show. Woo, let's have it. Yay. Right, guys, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. Oh, I've made a mess of that. Okay, right, I'm going now. See you later, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Goodbye.